What's going on, everybody? Been a few days since the last live stream. Figured it was my due diligence to come chop it up with you guys and see what's been what. For those of you watching the replay, make sure to like this particular replay stream video, however you'd like to look at it. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted. I'm going to do lives like this and you can take part in the chat. And for those of you that were hanging out waiting, appreciate you guys. What's going on? So, yeah, kind of a late start to my day. Didn't get out of the gym till 4 o'clock my time, which is 5:20 now, Mountain Time. So kind of a later start to my day than typical, that I would typically like anyways. So let's go ahead and jump into the scent of the day. I smell heavenly. Aqua Essenziale Blue, Old Faithful. Haven't worn it in a little while. I figured, why the hell not? I got 5 sprays around the neck. That's plenty for just lounging around. The rest of my day is going to be spent at home. So let's see. We got Jeff's in the house. Montrese, what's going on? Kevin, good to see you. Kyler, always a pleasure. Jared, what's going on, my man? Josh is rocking Aquatica, I like the name, by Eau de Parfums. Okay. Aloha, scent of the day, Light Blue Summer Vibes, the new release. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm gonna get my nose on that one eventually. Not necessarily. I have a decant that Neeb sent me a while back. I haven't revisited it since we did the live stream. I sprayed it like twice. It's pretty nice. I thought, pretty good for a latent clone, for a cheap latent clone. I thought it was pretty good. How are you from Italy? Diorum Sport, excellent. What's going on, Dylan? Got a wedding going to very soon. I've been doing a lot of freshy videos lately, too. Scent of the day, I'm off intense. That's what I'm wearing. 10-4. Let's do this. Scent of the day, Terre d'Hermès Eau de Toilette. I'll tell you what, that smelled really good on my buddy Dan when we were in Chicago. He wore that to the gym the first day we were there. It smelled great on him. It's never really smelled that good on me. Slap that like button on your way in. Doing Ross this solid is the least we can do. I appreciate that, Jared. Thank you, sir. Bois Imperial gets better and better every time I wear it. People have been enjoying the hell out of that. I've only smelled it once with Justin. I need to revisit it for sure. Aqua de Joe, Absolute Instinct. I never see anybody put that as their scent of the day. I'm glad I'm not the only one that likes that. When summer rolls around, I'll wear it a few times. It's pretty underrated, I think. Assad, which works better for work, in my opinion. I think so, too. It's not as beastly. And it's got a little bit of a twist. It's a little bit fresher because of the fruitiness at the top versus Sauvage Elixir. What's up? What's going on? How are you? Good evening. Aqua de Joe EDP. Scent of the night, Invictus Victory. Speaking of the devil, what's going on? Just mentioned you. I'm sure you heard it moments ago. That's where my decant of Detour Noir came from. Oh, right here. It's from Neeb. Shout outs to Neeb. Altier Pomelo Paradise. Ooh, it's got pomelo as the dominant note. I bet it is good. I got a few Barbados fragrances, the Artisan Aqua and Aqua Blue. Artisan Blue and Artisan Aqua, those feature a lot of pomelo. Very, very good. Wait, what do you think of Viking Cologne? I think it's better than it got. Like when it first came out, it got kind of mixed reviews. I tried it at Neiman Marcus in Chicago on test strip, and I got them to spray it on my hand after because I liked it so much on test strip. It's a fresher, more green take on the original. I do prefer Viking more than Viking Cologne, but I think that's actually kind of an underrated release from Creed. Performed decent. I remember it being like 7 or 8 hours on my skin before it got noticeably really weak, faint skin scent. So I think it's solid. I wouldn't mind getting a bottle one day. La Yukawam, rocking Super Crush 10-4. Profondo or Light Blue Intense. That's a tough one. I think my heart belongs to Light Blue Intense in this situation. I think that's the way I would have to lean. Light Blue is an all-time great for me, and that is the Intensified, a true intense flanker. So I got to go with that. It's still my favorite version of Light Blue, even though we were talking about in today's video, one of today's videos, about Italian Love. I mean, it's my favorite of the flankers of Light Blue besides the Intense. But I mean, gun to my head, it's the original and O Intense. Those two are just unmatched for me. But thanks for asking. Even Mystique to work. Grapefruit and sage out the shower. Excellent choices, my man. Excellent choices. Watching in Arkansas. Welcome, sir. Fakar Black. What's that a clone of? Because I know Fakar is Y. Or is Fakar Black just Fakar? I don't know. Latifah's got so many fragrances. Givenchy Play Intense discontinued. Haven't tried that one. Silver Mountain Water. Maybe I should say the scent for the next few hours until I reapply. LOL. Yeah. It's noticeably weaker than it used to be, for sure. Rob, what's going on, big dog? Glad you could join us. Cool Eau de Parfum, good solution for, I think so, because there's a little bit of refinement to that. It's still got the freshness you would think with something named in the cool water line, but the pink pepper and the vetiver is a little earthy, but the pink pepper kind of stands out. It's not too fresh, but it's not too serious either. It's kind of a nice balance. I think personally, that's a good move. Holy shit, Volcanus. I haven't gotten down to your comment yet, but I see $100. Good God. You want to talk about being a real one, man? You were too generous. I'm going to get to it. I don't want to pass up a bunch of comments, but it caught my eye right there on the YouTube screen because I like to look at StreamYard, and at the top, it's got the little red $100 icon. Jesus Christ, man. Thank you. But wow, that's impressive. That's a big super chat. And the funny thing is YouTube's going to take $30 of that. They take 30%. So they're going to take $30. Absolute Instinct is a beast. Last Me Not. Yeah, it's great. It was the least loved Aqua de Gel flanker ever to come out from what I've seen. I sprayed that on my arm like 2 nights ago. It's funny you say that. I'll just randomly spray stuff on my arms at night when I'm lounging around, winding down, watching TV, uploading. Because I do my uploads late at night. I edit in the evening. I'll film early evening, edit late evening, and then before bed I upload and set everything up. So that's my lounge around, spray random stuff time. And I sprayed that like, it was 2 nights ago, I think. I haven't tried it. I actually can't weigh in. At the moment, well, I haven't really been wearing much fresh stuff because it snowed 2 days ago. Like, I'm ready for the warm weather, man. That's why I've been talking about freshies, because I get fresh days here and there. But I got to say, I was thoroughly impressed today, specifically. Tooth Man Sport, I think, was my favorite. I bought the entire Tooth Man line, and I think this was my favorite of the 4. Even over Chill, the new one, which smells like Invictus Aqua. This one's very fizzy and bright, full of aldehydes, and I love that about it. This is a great freshie, a 20-some-odd, $30 range. This is a great freshie. I'm glad to finally get to the Tooth Man line. And I have them all right here because I filmed that video before I went to the gym today and then put it out. So woke up this morning and did a video. That's one of the reasons I got such a late start. But yeah, that one immediately comes to mind because I was enjoying it earlier. Red Tobacco, even Mystique on shirt. That's what's up. Y.O. Fresh got Latafa Legacy coming tomorrow, ready to try it out. So here we go. Here's the Mac Daddy holy shit super chat. Volcanus, my man, he's been very, very, very generous to the channel. This dude gives me super thanks and super chats on a regular basis. Never this much though. That's crazy. $100 super chat from Volcanus. Salute Ross in chat. Wave Musk, my man's wearing a banger today. I was thinking about pulling that one out and putting it on the rotation table, but I want to wait till it gets a little bit warmer because that's still like arguably it's that and Sole d'Italy for me for the 2 best. I have a bunch of freshies now. More than a handful from Mancera, and then I have more I ordered. Melody of the Sun, Fabulous Yuzu, French Riviera, Sicily. I've got even more coming. Like I really want to really dive heavily into the freshies from Mancera and see what's the best of the best and do a video on that. So Wave Musk is still like the one to beat for me. Blind bought it based on a brief description you gave a couple weeks ago on live. I actually did a full review on it a while back too. Reminds me faintly of Gentle Fluidity Silver, but it's its own thing. Simply amazing. Thanks. No, thank you, man. That's super, super generous. Super, super, super crazy generous. Thank you, man. Thank you. Seriously. You always donate to the channel. Nobody has to do that, but man, you go above and beyond. And I want you to know, thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. That you want to talk about humbling when somebody wants to just randomly give you some money and say, hey man, thanks for a recommendation on a fragrance of all things. You know what I mean? Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. Seriously. Alt's version of Creed Virgin Island Water. One of the best scent profiles ever. 35 likes with 90 viewers. Guys, we can do better than that. Hit that thumbs up for me. So I'm trying to get caught up on the chat. I mean, I don't have a real topic other than let's just chop it up on some things that I have upcoming. But for those of you that are just diving in, my scent of the day, I'm smelling just, fan-frickin-tastic, if I do say so myself. Aqua Senziale Blue, one of the fragrances most synonymous with TLTG Reviews YouTube channel. I love this stuff. I got 5 sprays around the neck. I got 2 here, 1 on the back, 2 on the other side. big, beautiful scent bubble going on. Loving this sillage. It's been on for about an hour and it's still going very strong. I love this stuff. I'll always have it in my collection. Whenever I finally go through this 50 ml, I got 100 ml sitting there waiting in the wings. You know, now the only thing is the cap doesn't make that sound. So I will be taking this cap because it is the same size cap. I will be taking this cap and putting it on that one because it is the way the cap seats. You got the plastic filling on the inside. On the 100 ml, the plastic is kind of sticking out a little bit beyond the metal. Whereas with this one, it's flush, so I can get that nice click sound. So I'll be keeping this cap. That is a banger of a cap. If you like that oh so satisfying ASMR click sound, which I do. Cheers from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. I had to roll it. I can't seem to do it. Puerto Rico. Trying to do it right instead of just saying Puerto Rico. The tongue's not rolling today for some reason, but glad to see you. Ayo, we need some air horns up in this chat. There you go. Volcanus. What's going on, Joel? Mikey, good to see you. On average, Joe's in the house. Neroli Portofino. I could see that being a fantastic gym scent if you want to, you know, use sprays from Tom Ford Private Blend like that. I mean, it's definitely, as far as performance and freshness, that's a great profile for the gym for sure, especially if you like Neroli. I mean, obviously Neroli dominant. It's a great scent profile. Another all-time great scent profile, heavily replicated. Prada Black, that's a good one. As a creator, has shorts and reels help your growth exponentially? Exponentially. So each, like any creators watching this, each tab on your channel page is its own algorithm. The community tab is its own algorithm even. But the live stream tab is an algorithm. The videos tab is an algorithm. The shorts tab is an algorithm. You won't hurt the momentum of the others. Like if I do 2 videos in a day, like I did the XXX review this morning, that momentum, which it didn't have a bunch of momentum anyways, it's a niche review. Those never get tons of video views anyways, but the momentum it did have got neutered the moment I put that cheap summer fragrance haul video out, because it's 2 videos going live on the same algorithm from my channel. So the newer one gets the momentum. Whereas if I would have just did 1 video and did a shorts video, they wouldn't have affected one another. Plus this live, it's on its own algorithm once it's done processing. So yes, you're not going to make shit, especially not at the view level that most of us get in this space with shorts. Even if you get 15, 20, 30,000 views, you might make $3 if you're lucky on shorts videos. The benefit to shorts videos is the exposure, and it brings in new viewers. I've had shorts that give me 30, 40, 50 subscribers in a day. Some that may only give me 6 subscribers in a day, but it all depends. Add that up to, because like right now, prime example, I did 400 subscribers yesterday, new to the channel. Any of you watching, thank you and welcome. It all depends. So the shorts do help. If you're looking to get rich off of shorts, you got to have some crazy viral channel that just piles up the multi-million view shorts to make any money. But as far as growth, it does help the channel grow. That is the benefit to shorts that I have found. It will help your channel grow. Because if you notice, if you just look at the analytics on Social Blade, I've actually had better months since Christmas, and December is the big month. You know what I mean? And I've had better months every month since December, since I realized they're all on different algorithms. Is it a lot more work to put out? Like my work rate's increased. I still want it to be me and quality and not just me throwing something out there. So the work rate's increased. So I am that much busier adding to the content every day, but there's reward for the sacrifice. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you might be here because of it. I don't know. Or did you find me through a shorts video? I'd love to know. But yeah, they definitely do help. They do help, you know, especially if you get one that gets traction. Like I'm willing to do a lot more. Like I do the 3 with the voiceover is kind of, I ran with that. There's a few people doing it now, and hey, it's flattering. I get it because it worked for me. Some people were like, hey, let me try that, and more power to them. I mean, we can only come up with so many ideas. We're all going to copy each other. There's ideas I copy from others. You only get so creative when you're talking about fragrances, right? So it's definitely helping the space grow and bud a lot more. So I know this was very long-winded, but I'm eager and excited to talk about it. I love talking about content and fragrances. That's what I do. That's why we're here. what's new. Fragrance Talk, the topic, right? So thank you for asking, Josh. Remind you of Aqua Wood? Not really, not really. That's a much more darker seaweed fragrance than Aqua Wood. I got Aqua Wood on the. I'm supposed to wear it in the next couple of days. I don't know where I'm gonna put it in yet, because there's so much I want to wear. But I've got it right there lined up to get worn in the next week. I don't find it's much more fresh and smoky. It's not as bitter seaweed and aquatic like Absolute Instinct. My thoughts. I mean, if you find them similar, you find them similar. Dan, Not the Man, one of my favorite profile names. What's going on? Ocean EP really liked it. Probably going to buy a bottle of it eventually. Snowed where I'm at as well. Yeah, it's bipolar. I even named this past rotation best, the best men's colognes for this bipolar Midwestern weather, because that's what it's been. Last week, I literally wore half the week freshies, the other half heavier fragrances, sweet fragrances, heavy spices. It was very bipolar weather. It doesn't know what it flicks a switch and it goes from happy to mad, Rosa EDT. Cool Water Parfum is probably what I'll go with then. It's going to be a hot day. Oh, yeah, that's a good move then. Like I said, it's got somewhat of a refined appeal to it with still having a lot of that freshness that you would expect, like I said, from something with the Cool Water name on it. And it performs pretty good too. Le Beau or Vanilla Vibes? Ooh, that's tough. Le Beau's definitely more playful. Vanilla Vibes is much higher quality and has a little bit more complexity to it. Gun to my head, I'd probably have to go with Vanilla Vibes here. As much as I love Le Beau, I mean, Vanilla Vibes is the better fragrance, I think, anyways. And just share with Cherry. Okay, noted. Aromatics in the chat. Killian Love Special Blend, limited edition Rose Oud 2023 fragrance. Look at Joe hitting a flex in the chat. Go ahead, Joe. You mentioned in a short, Gentlemen Only. Yes, good stuff. I used to wear that one a lot when I worked at Mercedes. There was a time. EQ, my man, what's going on? Glad to see you. Got Neve in the chat saying what's up to Jared, saying what's up to EQ. Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau. I have a bottle, but why is it so? Montrese, I don't completely understand your comment here. I'm assuming you're talking about the Le Parfum. I have a bottle, but why is it so? Why is it so what? Jared Montrese, CQ in the building. Let's see. Tried Wanted by Night today. Not my favorite. Still good. Loved your Dolce & Gabbana vid. Glad you picked up the gems for. Yeah, I had ran through my decants of both Forever and Italian Love. I knew it was a matter of time before I was going to get Italian Love. And while I was putting stuff in the cart, I saw the 50 ml for like $41. I think I got it from Perfume Empire or Forever Lux, one of the trusted sellers, And I was like, screw it, why not? Even though they're pretty close to each other, they're not super redundant. I literally did a comparison video between the two last year. And I said, look, screw it, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the bigger bottle of the one I like more. That's why I got the 100 ml of Italian Love. And Capri, so good. Looking to try Summer Vibes too. Me too, because look, for like 4 years now, I've been wanting to get caught up on the light blue flankers that I haven't bought. Swimming in Lipari, the Volcano, whatever one, I forgot what Italian Zest, which is like hell to find. I missed my opportunity on that one when it was all over the discounters a few years ago. Because I love that DNA so much. I'd like to slowly collect them all, Greetings from Cali. Acqua di Profumo, excellent choice. So high in price? I don't know. That's a good point. I've wondered the same thing. Smash that like button. That's what I'm talking about. Hit that like button. We only got 61 likes, 133 viewers. We got less than half the likes to viewers. Guys, we can do better than that. Hit that thumbs up for me. And for those of you just jumping in, if you were curious, I am rocking one of my faves, Aqua Essenziale Blue from Salvatore Ferragamo. It's just that kind of day. It's raining and cold outside, but not quite cold enough to turn into snow. It's like 41, 42 degrees. It's just 39 right now. But going to be a little bit of a sleet mix tonight. And then tomorrow, it's supposed to be like this all day tomorrow, too. It's been nice, cool weather, but now it's kind of rainy, cool weather. Kind of shitty, but it is what it is. Tarathi Blue is overhyped. I do not. I heard some positive, but also some negative stuff. So you got to take everybody's opinion just as that. It's everybody's opinion. Everybody's going to feel differently. You may think it's the greatest fragrance you've ever smelled in your life, or the polar opposite, that it's the worst thing ever. And I'm not saying you specifically, I'm just going to say it generally and use you as an example for a hypothetical. Or you may hate it and turn into one of these internet trolls that goes around telling everybody that likes it how wrong they are in comments. There's assholes like that too. I'm not saying you're going to. I'm just, for example's sake, you know. So reason being is you really can't trust anything 100% until you smell it for yourself on your skin. That's the point of what I'm saying. Even with me, even though I don't think it's overhyped, I think it's one of the better openings I've smelled in a long time as far as the grapefruit and the spices. It's magnificent. But you may not feel that way when you smell it. So it's one of those things where it's not easy to sample something like that unless you find a decant site that decants these cheaper Middle Eastern fragrances. So you may have to roll the dice on a blind buy. It's 30 some odd dollars most places. But I think it's pretty damn good, personally. That was my sin of the day yesterday. Like the video before I go beast mode. DJ, I appreciate that. 35 likes, oh hell no. So yeah, I'm a little behind. We're at 78 likes. We're getting there. 143 viewers. We're still about half. Guys, we can do better than that. We get like half likes to viewers. We can do better for sure. Let's see. When you get in CH, man, passion for him, an iris fragrance. There's a bunch of iris fragrances I need to get, Enrique. There's a bunch. There's just so much stuff coming out all the time. Eros EDT, the only one I don't have. I have Eros Flame coming, finally. I bought that. I bought a shitload of fragrances this month. Plus the stuff that was sent to me. I bought a shitload of fragrances this month. I have a lot coming in. A lot coming in. You guys will see. You guys will see. I'm going to kind of split it up because I can't just pile up a bunch of haul videos in a week. So I tried to split this. The haul video for today, I've had all these fragrances for about a week now, but I just put out the fragrance buy big ass haul. I didn't want to put them too close together. I'm going to give them a few days apart, you know. So that's another thing. You go putting too many of one type of video together, it starts neutering the one that's got some momentum. So, because you same tags, fragrance haul, cheap fragrance haul, massive fragrance, all these different things with fragrance haul. So, Eau de Tariq today, but it's sold out. Yeah, it's super popular. I would like to take a little bit of credit for that because it is my favorite of the group. It is the one I wear. It's sitting on that rotation table. It's not going anywhere. And the reason I know, this is how I know that I have something to do with it, is literally yesterday, Mo texted me asking if I'd like an affiliate link. He's like, do you want an affiliate link for Eau de? Because I have one for Kajal. Mo owns both Eau de Mo and Kajal perfumes. So when he randomly texted me about that, I was like, okay, I must be creating a little bit of traffic for him with my love for Tariq. And then I didn't know it was sold out. You're telling me this. This is news to me. Telling you guys, if you want a niche blue, if you like blues like I do, and you want a niche quality cardamom lavender, it's very fresh. The same kind of lavender that's in Kajal Ferris. So any of you that have tried Kajal Ferris, where it's not soapy, it literally smells like fresh cut lavender in a field. It's that lavender oil with a bright cardamom, a fresh cardamom that gives this blue vibe, just, you know, superb quality in there. $120 before any discounts. Try Tariq from Eau de Mo. That is the one for me. That spoke to me immediately. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hopefully it gets back in stock soon, Julie, so you can get your nose on it. Yeah, absolutely. It's not just the price category. Their quality's still there. The performance seems to be lackluster from what everybody's saying. I haven't tried any of their newer stuff in a while, minus the 3 decants I've gotten in the last 6 months. I have a decant of Aralfa, Original Santal, and Virgin Island Water, and they all perform pretty well on my skin. Aralfa is probably the weakest. I get about 5 or 6 hours on my skin. I literally sprayed it within the last week. Virgin Island Water I've sprayed within the last week. Like a lot of stuff you guys won't see in the rotation, because if it's just one random spray, I'm not putting that in a rotation video. I do stuff like that all the time. In any given week, I might have 100 different fragrances on my skin in any 7-day period. I'm always spraying something. So when I say I don't layer, I'm not intentionally going out in the world layering fragrances, but in the evenings when I'm just chilling, sniffing, I got a bunch of shit on my skin. But point being, I don't know what batch code it is for Virgin Island Water, but it's a newer batch clearly. And I get like 7 hours on my skin with it. Pretty loud for about an hour and a half or so. the sillage on it before it kind of calms down, gets close to the skin. So I don't know. It still comes down to a skin chemistry thing, but I'm not going to sit here and refute that things are weaker from them now because I haven't spent enough time with anything where I can verify batch codes and everything that they are newer batches to see for myself, with a variety of fragrances from them. So that's like the epitome of definitely test first. Creed is the epitome of that. Make sure it's worth your money because even from discounters, you're going to pay a lot. Buck on Silver Mountain Water. Sometimes I just get this thing in my head where I want the frag and I have to get it. Yeah, if you're just judging these fragrances on scent alone, most of their releases smell incredible. That hasn't changed, Ombre Nomad, that's good stuff. Supremacy in Heaven, I have a bottle of that coming finally. I've heard it's like Silver Mountain Water with a little bit of a twist on it. Afnan's good for stuff like that, so I'm pretty excited to try it. Tommy, so good. Hell yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo Legacy Private Edition. I have not. It's phenomenal once you get past the maple opening. It only lasts about 5 minutes. I might actually like the opening. Who knows? I haven't tried it, though. Hope you're doing good. Arm day today, it was for me as well, wearing Hollister Wave. Yeah, I did biceps, triceps, and 32 because I was playing on my phone. I was going to cool down for 3 minutes to get to the 30-minute mark, drop the incline and lower the speed, and I ended up doing 32 minutes total. Got caught up on Instagram, so 32 minutes of steady state cardio and then biceps and triceps. I'm right there with you. Stopping by quickly to like the video. Scent of the day, Elysium Parfum Pour Homme. Devin, you smell incredible, sir. You smell fan-fucking-tastic. Best bloom fragrance of all time. What's up, Ross? How have you been? Jack, I have been doing very, very well. I cannot complain. Life has been good. And I don't know if I'll ever get caught up in the chat, but just to give you, one of the things I wanted to talk about. So tomorrow, I don't know how many of you saw about 2 weeks ago, did a live stream with Yara and Hills showed up towards the end. They had sent me a bunch of decants and I was just randomly guessing them, smelling them, rating them, and so on. I have the other half that we're going to do tomorrow evening. So I got to set that live up. But tomorrow evening, around this time, actually, me, Hills, and Yara are going to go live again. And I'm going to go finish that other half. It's like another 11 or 12 fragrances, decants. And I loved Mango Thai Lime so much that decant's almost empty. And I do have a 100 ml bottle from Joe Love, Joe Malone's little side project. Kind of like how Mo has Eau de Mo aside from Kajal. Joe Malone has Joe Love, that collection. I have Mango Thai Lime. I bought a bottle. It was $155 US. Comes with 2 free samples. I forgot which 2 I picked. But I haven't got the shipping notification yet. But a few days ago, I went ahead and bought a bottle. So I have a bottle coming. I absolutely love the way that smells. The mango, it's green and mango. Gorgeous. It's zesty, a little spicy. I love that fragrance. By in the chat, Rave Now EDP. Dior Sport 2021. I haven't sprayed it since last year. That's another one. I have just so many decants. Just like I have too many bottles, I have too many decants. I haven't sprayed in a while. I need to get a bottle. It's the only one I don't have. I have 08, 12, and 17. I need to get 21 eventually. It's really good. I think it's better than Dior Homme 2020. It's woodsy citrus, a little creamy resin, kind of sticks with the DNA with twisting and tweaking it a little bit because Dior Homme Sport kind of has its own DNA. Grant, how are you? I'm doing well. Ani, excellent choice. Wow, $100. Yeah, I was surprised by that too. Scent of the day, Tahitian Waters. One of the better English laundry fragrances for sure. I saw it at TJ Maxx the other day. Another thing I have going. So on the 2nd, we're going to be recording an episode for the Cologne podcast. Shout outs to them. We'll be doing that. And then potentially a few weeks after, me, Justin, and George might do an episode with them as well. There's talks of that. But May 2nd, I'm recording an episode with the Cologne podcast. Not sure when it comes out, but that's when we're going to record it. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know what all they want to talk about besides Evening Mystique. I know Evening Mystique is going to be kind of one of the focuses. But we'll see. This should be a good time. Mike and them, and I like them guys. They're really good. We communicate back and forth. We have for months and months now. Really, really good guys. If you're not following the Cologne podcast, they're on YouTube, but the main way I follow them is on Spotify. You can follow the Cologne podcast on Spotify. So that's another thing we have coming up. On the 10th, don't know what the topic's going to be yet, but I'm going to do something on Justin's channel. Again, I'm sure we'll touch on Evening Mystique as well briefly, but we tend to do the critical discussions when we get together. So minus last time, we focused on the creative process for the packaging on Second Soul on my channel last time. This time we're going over to his channel, and I'm not sure what we're going to talk about, but we marked it down for I think it's a Wednesday afternoon, May 10th. So I have that stream coming up on Justin's channel as well. So always keeping busy. Like I said, always keeping busy. That's what, the few points I wanted to touch on, just to give you guys an idea of some of the content coming with other people, either here or on their platform. So 1 on mine tomorrow, and then 2 on 2 others leading up in the first week and a half of May. I have those 2 things going on. Just got Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum. Fell in love with limited edition Parfum. Fell in love with it, currently wearing it. It is my favorite version for sure. Better late than never. What's going on, my man? Salute to you as well. Good to see you. Smooth operators in the house, the GOAT of this YouTube shiz. I wouldn't go that far with it, but I appreciate you, man. Lagerfeld Bois de Cedre. I haven't tried any of those. The vetiver one, the Yuzu, Ombre Nomad, kind of a big deal. I smell of rich mahogany. That's a great comment right there. I like that comment. Okay. What house, much quality, is better quality? I'm assuming you're asking. Zaharoff or Nichane? It's kind of a toss-up. I wouldn't really say one's really better than the other. They do have some exclusive stuff in both lines, but they're both great luxury fragrances. It comes down to just sampling the ones that interest you. But Nichane personally is one of my favorite niche houses. A lot of their scent profiles really do it for me. You Fan Your Flames, Ani, which we mentioned a minute ago, Hachivat, Wulong Cha. Nefs is incredible. I've only tried that once, but I need to get a bottle. That's incredible. B612. Like, they have a lot of really good stuff. With Zaharoff, I'm limited on my experience. I have 40 knots now, which is better than I thought it would be. I have a Cento, which I kind of hold for special occasions. I'm trying to think, do I have any other Zaharoffs? I have Mephisto from that line. Love that. Love Mephisto. I like that more than Silver Mountain Water. It's similar, but not quite the same as Creed Silver Mountain Water. It's kind of more metallic and floral. Magnificent. So, Cliffy, what's going on? Glad to see you, my man. Scent of the day, Soldier Boy's fragrance, S-Boy by Draco. Okay. Looking forward to trying the X line. I mean, I'm going to try them eventually. I literally named all 3 of those, just not the X versions. But the thing is, are they going to change anything, or are they just cranking up the oil concentration? That's where the question lies for me. Because I would actually, believe it or not, prefer to be there some tweak to the scent profile, because all 3 of those are already really strong. So they don't need higher oil concentrations unless you're tweaking it a little bit, making it darker and heavier to go with the increased oil concentration. That's what would make sense to me. So I'm not sure, because I haven't looked into them. I know there's information out. I just haven't looked into them. But yeah, I definitely want to check them out, because that's 3 of my favorites from them. I literally just rattled off their originals as some of my favorites. Dilly, what's going on? How are you? We're about halfway with the engagement, folks. Let's remember to hit that like after we tag in. 103 likes, 152 viewers. I appreciate that. Obviously, anybody that's not here, that hasn't hit it yet, definitely hit that thumbs up for me. Aqua Cindiali Blue, we're twinning. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm wearing Nebris, which I've never tried, which I'm sure Neeb's tried. Neeb is kind of like the Middle Eastern fragrance king. That was one of his nicknames for the longest time. So I'm sure he could weigh in. Gerard George, what's going on, Gerard? How are you? Good to see you, my man. Y'all looking for some great rack store content? He's always on it. He is always finding some good shit, too. Shout out to Gerard. Always finding some good shit at the rack stores. I need to move where he lives. I know he lives in the Boston area. They got some really good rack stores over there. I like that it pays homage to the World Heavyweight Championship, the previous belt. What I don't like is how it's kind of coming across like a secondary prize. I don't think it's going to be Cody. I think it's going to be Seth Rollins. Because I think Cody, that rivalry is still going to build with Cody taking it off of Roman Reigns, but I feel like they could have did better presenting it. But they need another title. The problem is the Universal Championship needs to turn just into one belt again. Because now the WWE Championship doesn't matter anymore. Because if you pay attention to what Triple H said, he described it as the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. He didn't say anything about WWE Championship. So they're still tagging it as the Universal Championship. And with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, I guess the WWE Championship is going to be the one that gets phased out. Percival, excellent choice. I'm a big fan of that one. Not enough likes. It's free to like. That's what I'm talking about. I'm also quite behind on these comments. So because we're at a decent spot with likes. We're over 100 at this point. I'm not upset about it. Seduction is Black. So speaking of Seduction in Black, I have King of Seduction and King of Seduction Absolute, and I finally grabbed the bottle of Blue Seduction. That's been requested so heavily over the years for me to give my opinion and my thoughts on it. I've smelled it before. I don't remember it well enough because it's been so long. But I finally have it coming. It's kind of like a more fruity Versace Mano Fresh from what I remember. So I finally have some Antonio Banderas fragrances coming. Like I said, I bought so much shit this month. It's unbelievable. I got a bunch of stuff that hasn't come in yet. I mean, we're talking like 30 some odd fragrances that haven't come in yet. Yeah. Supremacy in Heaven. Oh, I know you meant Scent. Wearing Xerjoff Mephisto Gentle Uomo. Look at Clifton trying to flex. Because I said Mephisto, he comes with the heavier flanker. You know what I mean? Clifton always trying to flex his collection. For those of you that don't know, Clifton has one of the more impressive collections I've ever seen. Just go on Facebook and check his post. His collection's absurd. He's trimmed it down over the years. But I'm going to just say it, it's fucking impressive. It's so impressive. His collection's a flex, for sure. Hidden Gems, what's going on? I'm wearing Chanel Egoiste. Excellent choice. EQ, I'm only going to tell you this one time. Talk to me nice. And man has made an impression on you guys. That's what I'm talking about. It's good to see. Hidden Gems, try Ronaldo's Legacy Private Blend. I need to try more fragrances from Cristiano Ronaldo because I really like Play It Cool. It's one of my favorites when I do wear something to the gym. It's one that I reach for more times than not. I don't wear something like today. I didn't wear anything to the gym. It's gotten to where I give myself a break more times than not. Now I don't wear stuff to the gym as much. I would say maybe half the week, maybe 3 times I wear something. We talked about a Zara Chrome Parfum. Well, I can't talk about it because I haven't tried it yet. I will get it, though. I will get it eventually. I've heard it's even greener than the Eau de Parfum, so I'm quite excited about that. You know as well as I do, I'm wearing the fragrances I already have, but it's nice to switch it up for a change. I agree. Handicap Vision said, good evening, TLTG. And gentlemen, I hope everyone had a great day while smelling amazing. I echo those sentiments. I hope everybody's having an awesome day. We're 38 minutes in. We're going to hang out for a little while longer. You guys know I like to do about an hour. Too much fire in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we got a great crowd today. Got a great crowd, including yourself. We got a great crowd today. I appreciate all of you being here. Like I said, no real agenda to this. I just wanted to talk to you guys because it's been, I don't know, 5 or 6 days since my last stream. Figured why the hell not, you know? Let's see. What's good, my guy? Dior Sport 2021 got a compliment. Was told I smell amazing because you do smell amazing. You do. It's a great one. Dolce Gabbana Italian Zest. Glad I got a bottle of it late last year. Paid $60, but it was worth it, man. I'd buy it for $60 in a heartbeat. What? Because I flattered you, Clifton. You texting me. Clifton texted me. Oh. So attention. Ordered. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Joe Love Mango Thai Lime. He's asking about the Joe Love fragrance. I'll read it to you guys. Had to bounce. That's a good live, brother. Lots of likes and attention. That Joe Malone side project perfume you were talking about, you ordered. Send me the name of that, please. I'm really interested in that. So, text him over there. So Clifton had to go because, like I said, I know I'm way behind in the chat right now. Sorry, guys. One more sec. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I'd love to get it. If I could get it for under $100, I'm kind of game for it right now. Because this summer, every summer is when I get in the mood to get these flankers. And I finally knocked one off the list when I got Beauty of Capri, however it's said. I believe I said Capri a few times in the video. Whatever, it's Capri. Who cares? And I like it. It's very fresh. Smells like the original, just fresher. The citron really stands out. So I'd like to get more of them. I'd like to finally get the rest of them. And Italian Zest is apparently the most expensive one to grab from resellers. Let's tried Tousse 1920, the original EDT, the blue bottle, grapefruit and woods with a little amber. That does sound good. The only one I've tried lately when I did some content at Nathan's house last month was Fakar from Latafa. It is a pretty dead ringer for YEDP. A little spicier, but not a big difference. Is dead ringer. You know, out in the air, I would have thought you were definitely wearing YEDP. I can pick YEDP out of a lineup, and I would have thought you were wearing YEDP. Brones and Cheapy picked up Xenia Intenso. I heard that smells like Armani Code. I'd like to get that one. Trust your own nose. Amen to that. It's been raining, trying to snow all day. 42 degrees where I'm at. You can actually get it for 30 from Fragrance Buy. Actually, let me give you the link real quick. You can get it for 29. Now, to get free shipping, you're going to have to buy more fragrances than that. So it might work out. If that's free shipping, then grab it for 35. It'll be cheaper that way. But if not, where is it at? Not this video. Oh, it was in my weekly rotation. Let me go to my weekly rotation. Pretty sure. Yep, there it is. Copy. And paste. There you go. I just dropped the link in the chat. That is bring you straight to it. It's $29.98 or whatever it is. If you had other things you were looking at to where you can get free shipping anyway, then you can get it cheaper there. But if you can get it for $35 with free shipping, just buy it wherever that is for $35. Save yourself the shipping. I have not. Noted. On original Santal, I've always understood the tie-in to Mont Blanc Individuel, but there's just as many differences as there are similarities. It doesn't have all of that fruitiness. It's more spicy overall. I find original Santal's 10 times better. I mean, it should be for the money, right? It's way more expensive. Individuel's good. I like it. I've been through a bottle. I'm on my second bottle, which I'll probably never go through the second bottle at this point, but original Santal, that's a great evening scent. Nice daytime scent in the cooler weather, but great evening scent year round. Beautiful. Like I said, the cinnamon, woods, everything, it really pops. There's a little fruitiness there too, but it's not hefty raspberry like Mont Blanc Individuel is. It doesn't have as much of a dryer sheet smell. I think it's great. I have an 8 ml, I think, is the size of my decant. There you go. Decant X. Ogivray and Italian Love. No. I don't think so. Not at all. That is more bergamot, rind with some grapefruit. Not as zesty as Light Blue Forever, with a lot of patchouli. Whereas Ogivray is just mouth-watering grapefruit, lemon, citron smell. Pick one. I think it says grapefruit. Or, yeah, I think it's grapefruit's the note. But it smells just so photorealistic. It's so freaking good. That's literally one of the best freshies from a designer to come out in a long time. Long time. Like impactful like Dior Homme Cologne was when it turned into the formula we know today, the lemonade. Because prior, it was just a fresher version of the original Dior Homme. The old silver stem Dior Homme Cologne from years ago, it was not the lemonade fragrance. That made an impact like this is making an impact. Ogivray is, like the kids say today, that I'm him. Ogivray is him. That fragrance that's the one. I don't think they're redundant at all to answer your question, but got me excited talking about Ogivray. I can't wait. I need high heat for that. That's a refreshing fragrance. I need some heat. I need summer weather for that one. It's sitting right over there. Arrow's Flame, personally like it more. I've heard great. I've smelled it one time like 5 years ago on a coworker. I don't even remember what it smelled like. So many people have said great things over the years. So many of you have asked me to get my hands on it that I finally got it. Well, it's not here yet, but I agree completely. Let's see. All right. I'm going to skip a little bit, guys. I apologize. I'm just so far behind, you know. I'm scroll down. I'm going to slowly scroll down. I don't want to go too far, too fast, just in case, like with Jason. Soleil de Fou. Perfect for this cold, then hot, then cold, then warm, cold, hot, cool weather. That's kind of what I've been dealing with, Jason, for sure. So, all right, let me scroll down. This is indeed Kane before he was Kane. This is the mayor of Knox County. Glenn Jacobs right here. This is Isaac Yankum DDS before he was Kane. Yeah, I have all 4 of the Heritage Series shirts that came out a few years ago. They're huge on me now. This thing's, look how big this is. This is an XL. It's huge on me, but it's like a collectible. I have Terror Rising, Triple H before he was Triple H. I have Mean Mark Callis, Undertaker, and I have Diamond Stud, Scott Hall. So I have all 4 of them that had came out. The only one I didn't get was the Ringmaster. That they had 5. They had the Ringmaster, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't get that one. I didn't care for that shirt, but I got the rest of them, and they're all XLs. It's when I was much fatter, and so they're huge on me now. Literally, when I walked out to let my wife know I was going live, she's like, "Wow, that thing's like a dress on you." So yeah, I don't want to get rid of them though, but yeah, they're huge. It was a badass shirt. I mean, Isaac Yankum. Who the hell's wearing an Isaac Yankum DDS shirt, right? Boss Bottle. Ooh, that's a great one. I didn't even wear it this winter. Alan, good to see you. Joe Malone, Tonka, and Murr. One more question. I've had this kind of coffee scent thing on. Bond number 9, New Harlem, Polo Red, etc. The one I'm looking at now is Follow or Followed by Kerosene. Have you tried? I have not. I actually can't weigh in. I don't have any thoughts on that one, unfortunately, my man. Sorry, I can't help you out on that one. 100 likes. Let's go. What's going on? How are you? Just bought my perfumes. Oud Alsar. Just cop Prodalome Intense. Code Absolute. And all I can say is I got 2 gems. I agree. I'm not a big fan of Code Absolute. It's kind of like my least favorite one that I have, honestly, because it's very cloying on my skin. But Prodalome Intense, masterpiece. So good. So good. Diorum Sport. What year smacked? You asking somebody else that? Because I don't understand the question. Because I did skip some comments for a ways. No, I haven't tried it, Montrese. I have not tried that one. I'm digging the vetivers a lot more, especially as long as they're fresh. Certain earthy vetivers, I've gotten a lot better with vetivers, and musks like Triple X. Today's video, like that was not the fragrance for me when they first did the decants, and then all the different renditions. I've smelled all the renditions along the testing phase with Joey, and it was like, oh, this is not for me. It's so not for me. And over time, I grew an appreciation for it because, like Dylan Blue, I used it as an example in today's video. I didn't like Dylan Blue at first. Like, I went through like a handful of wearings before it even started to grow on me. Now I absolutely love Versace Dylan Blue. It was something just off-putting on my skin in the opening, and it just kind of, I guess I had to acquire the taste for it. And that's pretty much what happened with Signature Royale Triple X. Like, it was gorgeous wearing it yesterday. I did another full wearing yesterday. It was stunning on my skin. So I believe my palate has adapted to the point to where I haven't come across a geranium that smells funky on my skin in a long time. Musks, same thing. It's been a while. Like, this would have been the one. It even developed to where I love it now. So musk is kind of out the question. I'm not saying there isn't a musk that won't work for me, but none of them seem to be challenging for me anymore. And same thing with vetiver. Like, I think the ultimate test for me would be the vetiver fragrance from Nichane. I'm forgetting the name. It's 3 different types of vetiver. Super crazy, ridiculous, earthy. I think that's the ultimate test for me. If I can like that, then I'm officially over the vetiver thing, and they smell, which will give me, I need to revisit the Terre d'Hermès fragrances, because it's been like 2 years since the last time I sprayed the EDT, Eau Très Fraîche, or the Eau de Parfum. Never tried the Parfum. So I know that was a bit of a ramble, but vetiver was brought up. It made me think about it. Oajan have a clone. I'm sure they have a bunch of them. I don't have any. I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there, though. My favorite niche house. Hey, I don't blame you. They make good stuff. What's going on, Ross Man? Scent of the day. Blue Noir Parfum. One of the better releases of last year. That's good stuff. Paul Stanley. Oh, here we go. So leave it to Joel. Joel's got one lined up for you. There you go. Good scent smacked. Ross, do you have any stories to where you oversprayed and felt like an elephant in the room? Early in my journey, I sprayed Club de Nuit Intense Man 8 times and gave myself and classmates a headache. So when you're in a crowded space, it's probably not the best to, think what would Michelle do when it comes to what you're going to spray. In a crowded space, it's probably best to be a little bit more respectful, I would think, until you know your situation and your surroundings and who you're going to be around and everything. There's situational appropriateness. There's some times where it's grab a oud fragrance and spray it 30 times because it doesn't matter. And then there's other times where maybe in that situation, 2 sprays would have been plenty. So I'm usually very situationally aware of my surroundings. So I usually don't have that issue. I can't recall the last time where I was like, maybe shouldn't have sprayed as much. I can't really recall the last time that's happened. You know, maybe when I was much younger, but not in the last several years. Definitely not. I'm usually pretty aware of the surroundings and where I wear a fragrance according to where I'm going to be and who I'm going to be around. Great fragrance. Still need to get it though. Even Mystique, truly amazing, Dilly. Glad you like it. Oh, it must be arm day for a lot of us, EQ. Go tear that shit up, man. Go clang and bang. Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. That is sadly a discontinued classic. Yes, heavily reduced. Scent of the Day Florist JF. Egoist is a fragrance that will always be in my collection. 10-4. Steel Warrior, what's going on? Rockin' Missoni Wave. Good stuff. I'm going to hit legs today. I did legs day before yesterday. Yesterday was shoulders and traps. Today was arms. Tomorrow's going to be just cardio and then legs again. That's my split. Legs, chest, back, cardio, active recovery day. Legs, shoulders and traps, arms, cardio / active recovery day. Because I do some cardio pretty much every day except the leg days. That's the only days I don't. I'll do at least 30 minutes on the treadmill. These active rest days, I'll do an hour to an hour and a half plus some core. And that's usually when I hit the bag too. So I usually hit the bag twice a week. What's going on, Spencer? Rocking Outre Fresh. Hey, chat. And Ross, 24-hour stream? Absolutely not. I'll never do that. They say never. I'm telling you, I'll never do that. Not interested. I don't like being on streams that damn long. Other people's streams even, let alone my own. So yeah, definitely not. Going to be in the 90s here this week. Time to pull out Summer Vibes 4.0. I'm ready to pull that one out myself. Outre Fresh is a banger. Glad I got 200 ml before it got discontinued. Kevin, what's going on? Just a quick pop in from work. Glad to have you. Finally pulled the trigger. Rosie Marius, Stopover in the Creeks. Did you get it yet? If so, what do you think? Because it is so good. Surprisingly good. I need warmer weather for that one too. It's been cold. It's cold. It's cold for no good reason over here. At the gym, rocking 9 a.m. dive. Got to check out Theo. I don't know how to say that. Baru Broca. Cheapy Gym. So how do you say that? Theoremi? I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Love swimming in Lipari. It's one of my favorite light blue flankers. Eric, what's going on? Scent of the Day, Dior Homme Intense. Classic. Masterpiece, for sure. I'm talking nice, LOL. There you go. You can see Kevin. No, I haven't tried any of the Mandarina Duck fragrances. Have not, sir. What's going on, Randy? How are you? Can't complain. Savoir-faire Beau Noir, my personal favorite. I have a decant in a Discovery set, and I've never sprayed it. I need to do that. I'm going to have to get back to you on that. In fact, I need to do that as one of the live streams where we just go through my Discovery set of MFK fragrances, because most of them, I would say 90% of them, besides the Baccarat fragrances and the Oud Satin Mood fragrances, so not like 70% of the Discovery set I have not sprayed. A la Rose and all Gentle Fluidity. I got a bunch of those. Aqua Celestia Forte Cologne. Look at the 3 cologne flankers when they came out. So there's a good bit we could do. I'll have to do a live stream for that. Got it from a suit shop, New York Fashion Connection in my town. That was long before I even knew fragrances were on YouTube. 10-4. So we got a few more minutes, about 5 more minutes. So let's get caught up. Citron, both awesome, both different. Get them both. Worth it. 10-4. Man, let's call it what Dior makes some good-ass sense. No doubt. No doubt. They're one of the leaders in the industry for sure. Good to see you, Mo. Probably not. Midnight in Paris. Code Absolute versus Profumo. Profumo for me. Easy answer. I like Profumo so much more. Profumo was my favorite till I got the Eau de Parfum. Now Profumo is my second favorite. I like Profumo more than the Parfum, but less than the Eau de Parfum. That's my ranking. EDP, Profumo Parfum. That's my top 3. Profumo is Bay. There you go. Now, Hermione Amber Oud Ruby Edition. Baccarat Rouge Clone. Bad Bunny versus Priest in Puerto Rico. There you go. That's around the corner. Ooh. EDP is superior. But the EDT is just so fresh. Honestly, I think it's good to get both of them. I mean, I'm not saying you should get both of them, but I'm glad I have both of them because I wear them for different situations. The EDP is definitely more earthy. It's got some oak moss in it that really stands out, but still smells like the EDT. It's just a dense, more earthy, heavy version. It's a true Eau de Parfum flanker. Hermes is usually, I mean, look at the Terre d'Hermes line. They're really good at flanking properly. Flanking properly. That's what I meant to say. Not flankering. Flanking. They tend to do pretty well with their flankers. And I expect the H24 line to just come out with a slew of greatness over the next several years. Eventually, there's going to be a Parfum. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of, not Eau Très Fresh, but a Eau Fresh version of some sort. That it's going to walk kind of the same path as the Terre d'Hermes line. I hope, anyways. That's an assumption. Wearing Woody Tobacco by Dossier today. Great take on Jazz Club. I agreed. With a touch of Herod. I agree. Vetiver Sensual. Excellent stuff. Sean, good to see you. 8 and Bob, Cap de Antibes. I've never smelled that one. I know that's kind of like their most popular one. Besides the self-titled one, 8 and Bob Porom, I believe it is. Woody Oud. I can't fathom how much I hate it and want to throw it away. Damn. Sultan Vetiver. That's what it is. Thank you, Kyler. That's what it is. And Justin has it. Or has a decant. Yeah, he's got a decant. Because we talked about it last time I saw him. Excellent. I had to get a bottle. I got a compliment first day I wore it. 10-4. Shit, I don't even remember. That was so long ago. It'll be 13 years this November. I don't even remember. I did. Yes. He told me I smelled like baby powder. And he literally was like coughing and had to roll the window down. Yes. That was the second time I wore it. I had brought it with me to Chicago for that trip. That was last year. Yeah, for sure. Sure did. He hates it. Well, not hates it, like it was too strong for him. I had 5 sprays around my neck because I was wearing jackets. It was cold. It was in the winter, early winter, like November, maybe beginning of December. No, it was November because Justin was there. Was it the trip without Andrea during Sin Explore weekend when we were doing pre-orders? It was that trip when we filled the pre-orders. Yeah. So that was in November. That was beginning of November. Yeah, that was the first week of November. It was the same weekend as Sin Explore. So yeah, that happened. That was funny as shit. Because there was no getting away from it. It was either I get out the car or he puts a window down. So, where did you get your hat? This was from a pre-order from Hat Club from a few years ago. I got the Hat Club pin right here. So that's from a pre-order from a few years ago. Adonis Awakens, excellent. Kingdom Optic Art sounded really good. Have you heard or tried any of those? I'm not interested. I had a falling out with Alex that owns it. He didn't like that I just did his one of his fragrances in a live stream and felt disrespected. And I didn't appreciate the tone, so I sent his fragrances back to him and wished him well. Nothing personal against him, just didn't like the interaction. He felt disrespected, apparently. So in return, disrespected back and sent him back. You know what I mean? This was before he changed it. I wish him success. He's doing business with a good friend of mine, with Steve, with Kingdom Fragrances. I wish him success. I hope he sells tons of bottles. It was just unfortunate interaction between the two of us that just didn't work out. So I keep it straight with you guys. I tell you guys the truth. Like I said, nothing personal against Alex, even though it was kind of personal the way it was responded to. But wish him well. I don't have any experience past one of them. So, Randy, give me a sec. It's Randy that's texting me, by the way, guys. Yeah, nothing personal against him. I just tried the one. It was Zeus, I think it was. And it wasn't really for me. I didn't really care for it. I don't think he liked that either, that I didn't care for it. So, yeah, outside of that, I haven't really heard a whole lot because I haven't tried any others. So, I can't really weigh in any further. Sin of the Day, Prada Loam. Hey, bro, love your channel. You're doing awesome. Keep it going. Can you tell me your opinion? I've never even heard of that. Mabusin? Is that how you say that? Private club? I've never even heard of that. I can't weigh in, unfortunately. Business over pleasure in the Bahamas. Now we're talking. About to hit up Ross and see what I find. Hey, I love doing that too. Michael Gasaway, my favorite IFBB Pro bodybuilder, rocking H24 EDP today. Put pretty good dent in this one since I picked it up a few months back. It's the superior of the two, but EDT is not too far behind. It's definitely, if you want fresh, it's the fresher one of the two. Well, good to see you, my man. Caron pour homme lo. It's growing on me, but was so different than all my other freshies. Eric said, since the draft this week, can I get your top 5 draft day fragrances? Something captivating and dressy that can turn a few heads. Might have to do a video on that. In the moment, that's one I got to think about because I got to put myself in the shoes of some of these prospects because it's like I would want to do it as to what I suggest they wear to the draft with all their, with all the jewelry on and their expensive suits and their new sponsorships and everything that they're getting, all the money getting thrown at them. It's funny that you say that, Eric. I have to give that a little thought. That's not a in the moment type of list. That's one I have to give a little bit of thought to. On 2020, strong with you, absolutely. Oh my God, that's amazing. And now I got EQ texting me. Boy, my phone has been blowing up on this live. Jesus Christ. Oh, damn. So, Spice Bomb, Night Vision, Infrared Eau de Parfum. Damn, okay. Infrared Eau de Parfum. There's places to get it now. Yeah, I'm about to shut it down, EQ. I appreciate that. Normally, I'd say, yeah, and send you the link. But, yeah, I'm about to shut it down. We're at the 1 hour and 2 minute mark. I was literally about to go into my sign-off here in just a moment. So, typically, I would, by all means, if it would have been 20 minutes ago or something, yeah, absolutely. Some samples, Herba Pura and Mephisto, pumped to jump into the niche. So, let me get to the bottom real quick. Oops, didn't know. Yeah, I don't leave it on silent. Because even if I put that on silent, the watch is still going to go off, so it doesn't matter. Sam, what's going on? I was hoping you would say you'd do a video, my guy. Yeah, I probably need to do a video, yeah. That's something I got to give a little thought to, for sure. Would you draft Jalen Carter? That's something else I'd have to give a little thought to. But on that note, it's that time. I appreciate all of you that came hang out. Volcanus, you're the real MVP with the $100 super chat. Still can't believe you did that. I appreciate that. EQ, my man, I appreciate you offering to jump on your way to the gym. I hope you have a great workout. Maybe next time, if it's a few more minutes to spare than towards the cutoff time. Randy, I appreciate the information. Neeb, great to see you as always. All of you in the chat. This was a great conversation. It was great to chop it up with you guys. Anybody that's interested, tomorrow, like I said, Yara and Hills will be on here. We'll go back for part 2 of all those decants they sent to me because I have another pack of like 12 more decants that we're going to go through, and there's gems to find. I ended up buying a bottle of Joe Love Mango Thai Lime. So yeah, there's some great stuff to find. They sent me some badass stuff. I got some Gallivants, some Bortnikovs. There's a few that I know brand wise that they sent to me. So definitely check that out tomorrow evening around the same time. I'll set it up here this evening, and you'll be able to click to set a reminder. If you have notifications on, it'll let you know when it goes up after I set it up. So thank you all. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Check out the 2 videos from earlier today if you haven't yet. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.